Sing on. Thank you guys all for coming. I know you guys had a busy Saturday. Thank you for taking the time out to come see us. If you guys don't know me, I'm Scotty. I'm usually the awkward guy.
Scotty!
Standing behind him. But again, just want to thank you guys all for coming out. Working with Nate has been a dream. I know you guys all love him just as much as we do. We wanted to do something a little bit different for this meet, and we wanted to open up the last hour, kind of like a little Ask Me Anything. So, you want to pop up here, Nate? Like, if anybody has any questions around the room, just raise your hand, we'll call you out.
Yeah, we just want to make sure no one gets left out.
Exactly.
Everybody gets time.
Everybody.
We have time to take pictures and all that shit. This way, everybody's a big family here.
4 o'clock p.m. Once this thing ends, everybody, we should meet outside. We want to take a big group picture with everybody, so we can get involved. So, yeah, if anybody has any questions, just raise your hand. We'll call you out, and then all right.
There you go.
But thank you guys so much. We really cannot thank you enough.
What made you want to start vlogging?
I wanted to show my mom and my friends back in PA, like all the cool stuff I was doing in Florida. I think one of my first videos was Whole Foods, and then Gatorland. But like it was like, I remember my mom loves watching YouTube, and I remember one of my videos I actually titled "Mom, Watch This," and at that time I didn't have any followers. And somebody commented on the video, and I was like, "Oh, that was from my mom." And so I just started talking them back, and it kind of just went from that evolved. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, that's the main reason, though. Oh yeah, Leash.
How's Gracie doing?
Oh, she's doing good. Yeah, she got hurt recently.
Oh yeah, she
sprained her leg. She was jumping out of the car, and it's not bad, but she won't stop looking at her. So I got to put a bandage around her, and she'll keep the bandage going. Like as long as I'm watching her, but if I leave her alone, she kicks it off. Yeah, she's one of those. In the back. Oh, I don't think they ever will. My mom loves where she lives. Yeah. No, she does. I know. I tell her all the time. I'm like, come on, and she hates flying. But I'm picking them up in 2 weeks at the end of this, and they're coming back down. And I'm excited. I'm gonna take. Well, I was gonna take her to Epic Universe, but I think she's afraid of Frankenstein, so she won't go. So my mom, maybe just Ariel and Bonnie if Ariel likes it. But I'm excited.
What's the most ride in Epic besides Turkey?
Oh, Battle at the Ministry, hands down. It's such a good ride. I mean, all the rides are good, but like if you're looking for thrill rides, of course the coasters, but everything else I don't consider thrill rides. I think they're more themed rides, you know? And it's not really thrilling, it's just immersive. You're like, wow. Yeah, but monsters all the way. Yeah, very cool. Anybody else? Yeah.
Disney Oscar Cruise, when's that happening?
Oh, I would love to do it. I just got off the Treasure. That was my first one. So I think I'm gonna start doing all the cruises, but I want to start from the beginning. Do like the Magic, the Wonder, and then just make my way back up to where I am. But I don't think I'll do it in time before the new ones that come out. Because they have, I think, the Disney Destiny coming out next, and then the Adventure out of Singapore. I would love to go there. Never been there. I'm like, oh, I'd love to do that. So hopefully soon. The Alaskan one would be probably my favorite. Can you imagine? Just waking up and looking up. Yeah, oh man. Walking out like from your stateroom and just seeing ice, and it's gotta be crazy. I don't know though, because it's probably cold, like sitting out there. I like it. I'd be all about it. Yeah. Yeah, one?
Yeah, you love Haunted Mansion, you love Monsters, Epic Universe.
Yeah.
What is it that attracts you to that kind of spooky theme?
I was afraid of it when I was a kid. That's crazy, yeah. I used to be so afraid of things, like even animatronics. There was this like mannequin like butcher that was in a grocery store that I grew up in, and he was like in the corner, and he had like a butcher apron and like a butcher knife, and it was like just like the store's mascot. But I remember being a child and I couldn't even walk down that aisle. I was so petrified. And now I'm obsessed. I love it. It's crazy how something like that can like scare you when you're younger, and then you like love it when you're an adult. Maybe it's the feeling. But yeah, that's the main reason.
The thrill.
Yeah, the thrill. Yeah, it kind of gets you excited. I just want to feel something. That's it. Yeah. Anybody else? Any questions? Oh yeah?
What's your favourite Disney park?
Tokyo Disney Sea. And that's tough though, because Disneyland, the original one, I feel like that was my favorite for the longest time. But like Tokyo Disney Sea is just so immersive. You know what I mean? The whole entire volcano, journey to the center of the earth, like so many unique rides. But if you take it out of the equation, Disneyland, the original Magic Kingdom, I think is my number one. I like Magic Kingdom, but if you go there, you'll see the difference. If you have been there, it's just something about it, you know?
Would you agree? I would trade our Magic Kingdom.
Oh,
I would trade Magic Kingdom,
yeah.
even Animal Kingdom, and all the water parks just to have Disneyland in Orlando and give them everything else.
Keep Epcot, right?
If I have studios and Disneyland, Main Park, and Orlando, I would actually probably give away everything else just to have those two.
Yeah,
I love it.
I would do it too.
Right over here.
Okay, since doing YouTube, what has been the thing that has stood out for you the most?
Like what do you mean? Like experience?
The experience.
Making friends. Like honestly, I grew up like not having a lot of friends. I talk about it a lot in my videos, but I was like a big mama's boy, and like I hung out with my mom.
You was?
Yeah. I was.
Still are.
But like you know, I didn't have a lot of friends growing up, and like I was like one of those kids that was just like, oh, I want to go to the parties, I want to do this stuff, and I immediately went from like being a kid straight into work, where I didn't have time to have friends and stuff like that. And now I went to Disney World, and the first thing I like noticed was like just how many people like connect so quick over like something that like theme parks. You know what I mean? You can walk in the park, start a line, like a conversation with somebody in line, and next you're talking to them and hanging out with them in the park. So that's like the biggest thing that I think I like out of it. And any of the videos, they're like digital scrapbooks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my mom used to, like, have VHS tapes of, like, me and my brother playing, and I watch them now, but, like, in, like, 20 years from now, I'm going to be able to sit back and watch all these videos and, like, kind of relive what, like, the things that you did. That's why I always tell people, if they ever want to make YouTube videos, just do it. It's a win-win. Either something comes out of it, or you're going to have all those memories forever. So, like, something's always going to come out of it. Yeah, but that's probably the biggest thing.
What's up, little man?
What's your favourite snack in Epcot World Showcase?
Favorite snack is Epcot. That's a tough one.
In World Showcase.
Pretzel bread pudding in Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah, they literally make bread pudding out of the pretzels like that they serve in the cart. So like instead of I think throwing them away, they literally they bake it and then they take the chunks and they sell it back by the restaurant. And every time I go there, I'm like, I gotta get the pretzel bread pudding. Yeah. Go ahead, what you got?
Yeah, Universal and Disney, if there was one closed attraction you could bring back, what would it be?
Great movie ride.
Yeah, that's my man. My man.
Yeah, great movie ride. At Universal, Confrontation at Universal. It's really cool because when I was just at Epic Universe, we did like a VIP tour before the media event. It was like a short one, and I was with like some other like YouTubers like Ordinary Adventures and Magic Journeys, and like we've ridden the rides all the time, but we wanted to like do the behind the scenes. So if you do a VIP tour at Universal Studios, you can go inside to the show. So like we walked into the Mummy, into the show building where like the ride is going, and like the Mummy roller coaster was coming over our heads, and they shine the light up and they still have the Confrontation like track on the top. And I'm like, yo, I never got to ride it. So that one I would definitely bring back. Great movie ride though. I don't know why they ever got rid of it. Yeah, that broke my heart. Good.
Now you've been to Epic Universe, and that's open. In terms of theming, how does it compare to Disney?
I think it's just up there.
Epic Universe versus Disney.
Yeah.
Just so everybody can hear. So Epic Universe versus Disney.
The theming is like honestly, it's so amazing. I think Universal has just been catching on with Disney because Disney's been doing it for a while, and you can see like even when Universal started doing the Harry Potter, they started putting out the rides. I mean, Gringotts, Hagrid's, and then this was their first park that they were able to actually go all in on, and I love it. Like a lot of people say like they don't pay attention to like the sight lines and stuff like that as much as Disney does, but when you like walk through the portals, it's like you're literally in a whole nother world. And I'm like, wow, that's like something, they're definitely raising the bar, and I think Disney's gonna like kind of try to do something. I think they got more in store than what they announced. I think they're gonna take all the, because like even though Epic Universe is the new park, even though people are gonna be going there, it's gonna bring more people to Disney. Because like nobody's gonna go just to Florida just to go to Epic Universe. They're also gonna go to Disney, hit all the parks. So I bet you once Epic Universe dies down, Disney's gonna come out and who knows, maybe a fifth gate. That'd be cool. Another like a fifth park. They have the land.
It's back there.
Of the stuff that Disney has announced, what are you most looking forward to?
All the Villains Land, 100%. And the expansion in DCA. Like I think they're putting in a Coco ride and an Avatar walking attraction. But the Villains Land, I like the Cars idea, but I'm sad to lose Rivers of America. But like, even though with the Rivers of America, I never did it. I went over to Tom Sawyer Island and I rode the ferry boat, but it was more about the visuals, walking in, seeing it,
There's a little
but
Indian fruit there.
adding into a thing, it's cool. Yeah,
That
so.
should have been Tiana. Tiana River
Go ahead,
boat
what you
ride.
got?
It's so much
So I know
fun.
you love Tokyo. When are we going to Shanghai?
Oh, I want to go soon. Yeah, I want to try to do every park, and then I can say that until that new park. I think Dubai. Yeah, so I'm like, oh man. I was like, I'm so close. I'm 2 away, and then they're gonna open another one. I'm like, I gotta get these 2. So hopefully soon. I'd love to ride. That's where they built Tron originally. Yeah, so I'll be excited. Who knows? Maybe soon. Scotty, you want to go next year? Yeah, see. Yeah.
Speaking of new parks, are you going to come here when they open Universal?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to see some speculations, like what are the worlds and the areas going to be? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they've said some stuff, I think, like Lord of the Rings, and they're going to have, like the Bourne Ultimatum.
Yeah.
They're going to have that, but it's going to be Bond themed, apparently.
That's what I mean. Whatever they do, like if they take the same people from Epic and like have the same creative team work on that project, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be like so cutting edge. Definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Yeah, go ahead.
What's your favourite ride?
Soarin'.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, nostalgic wise,
Which
I
one?
just love it. I guess the original one. Yeah, they were soaring over California. That's the first one I rode. And I remember it was like my second ride that I've ever ridden. When I first came to Disney, I went to Epcot. I rode Spaceship Earth first. And I was like, oh, this is cool. I love this. And I've never been on the closest thing to like an attraction like that I've done was like at Knoebels. You know what I mean? Like I've never been to a major theme park. And then I got on Soar and I was like, all right, I've got to live here. So like it kind of started it all for me. Like it really did. So that's definitely it.
Can I ask, what's your most favourite Disney character?
Goofy. Yeah, I love Mickey Mouse, but like there's something about Goofy. I think it's just because he's goofy. Goofy and goofy. He's just so fun to see. Every time I see him, and a Goofy movie is one of my favorite Disney movies. Yeah, I'm a big Goofy movie and Hercules. Hercules. Yeah, it's a good one. Oh, you got questions, Scotty?
Everybody go for me.
Oh no, yeah.
You're going right here. Yeah, Scotty.
Have you ever been to the Harry Potter tour in the UK?
Oh, no.
Would you want to?
Yeah, we were gonna do it. I think during Celebration, but honestly, I'm not much of a planner, so I thought we could just like drive out there and be like, "Hey, we're coming." It's a very popular spot. I think you need to book tickets like months in advance.
Yeah. So if you have to come, by means, come check.
Yeah, I do. I want to see it because they have like some of the original sets there, don't they?
Pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Don't they do special events like seasonally and stuff?
Yeah.
Because I met a girl yesterday who said that she's going and she worked at the Swarovski booth at the con. And she said that they're going, I think, in August because they're doing a Tri-Wizard.
Yeah, it's going on at the minute as well.
Oh, wow.
It's the 20th anniversary of it.
I literally went on Monday, isn't it?
There you go.
Wow. And they have good food too, right? Like the butterbeer, all the good stuff.
Oh, I heard there's a dinner experience, right? You do a dinner
Yeah, in the main
experience,
hall.
and it's like you go to the main. Wait, it's not the main hall, but you go in and everybody's like, oh, and the food comes out, and like, holy cow, the food's so good. Like,
Yeah.
it's so good. That's super. That's
I'm
pretty
loving
awesome.
all these questions. It's like cool questions. Anybody else got anything else?
Scotty's got no. Oh, you're getting skipped again, Scotty.
Do you have a favourite Disney vlog or theme park vlog to watch?
Oh, I mean, I love all of them actually. Now that I've got to meet like so many different
You
people.
don't say Sean.
Good answer.
Yeah.
You don't say Sean. I'm texting him right now. And,
He doesn't make.
I'm gonna tell Sean, and I'm I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I would say the people that I watched, because like I didn't watch a lot of like theme park vloggers. I didn't even know like it existed when I like started making the videos. Like I started making them, like I said, for my family. But then once I started noticing other people filming in the park, I was like, oh, what are they filming? So then I started watching theirs, and I would say like Tim Tracker, you know, Adam the Woo, Ordinary Adventures. Like there's so many out there. It's absolutely crazy. Because like everyone always starts off like, YouTube starts off as like social media kind of, but it evolved into like such a huge platform that I think it's the #1 streaming platform in the world. More people watch YouTube than Netflix, Disney Plus, and it blows your mind, you know what I mean? Because like, and people that have been doing it for a while, when they first started it, it was more like just like, oh yeah, this is like, you know, day in my life. But there's so many good people, and they're all really good, talented people. You know, I love everyone. Huh?
Do you watch any UK vloggers? Adam Hatton or Jim?
Oh yeah, all the time. Adam Hatton, and then Sam Good. She does a lot of Disneyland Paris. She's fantastic. A lot of people that come over, I watch their stuff because I want to get them prepared to come here. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh yeah. And then when they come to Florida, I'm like, oh yeah, anytime, come say hi. We'll hang out, you know. There's a lot, like I said, it's a really cool community. I love all the friends I got to make. Yeah, it's cool. Oh, go ahead.
What's your favorite Roosevelt?
Chakra. Yeah. That's a good one. I would say the Cherry Blossom to Chakra one, or the Star Wars Celebration one. The
Pink lightsaber.
Yeah, that one was so good. I was obsessed with that. I wear them a lot in the movies. If not, Goofy movie or my Florida Stanley one.
You love Florida Stanley.
Florida Stanley.
That's your Scranton.
Yeah.
That's your Scranton one.
What's your favourite ever Gideon's cookie flavour?
Banana walnut, the banana bread one is so good. Absolutely amazing. Close second to that is the cookies and cream one. Yeah, they're so good. What's that?
Worth waiting in line?
Yeah, I mean, so far from what I've been, I go every month. And sometimes I even go on the busier days, and like, if it's like super busy, then they just give you a return time. You come back at any time. But I think the longest I've ever waited for a Gideon's was like 45 minutes. And that was like in the beginning. Now it's usually like 20, 30 minutes.
That was like 4 hours.
Yeah,
that was.
If you go like Saturday at noon, it's gonna be, you know, they're gonna be like, oh, and you don't have to wait in line. Like I said, they'll just be like, yeah, they'll take your phone number and be like, come back, and then you wait in a little line. But like I've seen the line going all the way back to the garages.
Oh, the day they opened up, I remember being that line. That line was for 3 to 4 days, 5 days. Actually, the first week it was like that. It was literally all the way through. You back past Morrow's, back by the theater, up into the garage and back, and turned back around and came back in. It was insane.
Yeah, I think they cut it now.
It was before they started doing the messaging. It was before they started doing the messaging. When they first opened up, they didn't know what was going on. That line was insane.
But it's worth it. It's good.
It is definitely worth waiting in line. I will agree.
Yeah.
So if Roosevelt's came out with a fedora, would you?
Oh yeah, I mean I would. I stopped wearing the fedoras because it was getting so hot in Florida, and like I used to get the paper ones, like the straw ones, and then I sweat so much that they disintegrate. So then I gotta get the polyester ones, and then I put them on. It's like a microwave oven on my head. So I was like, I don't know what to do anymore. And the only reason I wore fedoras so much is because when I started making a video, I remember there was this like event we went to, and it was like supposed to be like a fancy event. So I was like, I don't have anything fancy to wear, so I found this one hat, and I was like, I'll put a fancy hat on. So I wore it, and then someone came up to me, and they're like, you know what? You should wear that hat all the time. It could be a look. And I listened to them. I was like, all right. I would do it. Go ahead, what you got?
What's a Roosevelt's design you'd love to see that doesn't exist yet?
Oh man, I'd like to see more of the park's lore, like Sunny Eclipse. Like, can you imagine a Sunny Eclipse, or like not like the big attractions, like the little Gertie.
So
like, you know what I mean? Like the things that like theme park bands like know, like, but like a lot of people that just go to the parks, they kind of miss until you come a couple times.
Well, we just got parks license, like you guys have seen, like we just got. I mean, we literally just got the parks. So stuff like that, you will probably. It's gonna take time. it'll take time, but you'll probably eventually start seeing stuff like that. It's a whole thing for us, like that. There's a lot of the brands that do wovens and button-ups. So as we build in slowly, we'll get some more freedoms because they love us. But yeah, I'm with you. Like I want to see more. Yeah. We can do Mickey, right? We do Mickey, we do that stuff. But I'd love to see more rides and attractions. Those will probably come first, and as we get through that, then you'll see the Sunny Eclipse,
the Hercules. I'm excited for
small stuff like that. Those little things will be really good. They'll come. They'll come.
Go ahead.
Since you've become as successful as you have, who have you met that's made you starstruck?
Oh, so many people. Bryan Cranston, Aaron Paul. Got to hang out with them a couple of times. And that was so random because we were just hanging out at La Cava, and they were like, oh, what ride should we ride? And I was like, Guardians of the Galaxy. And they're like, how do we ride? I'm like, I don't know, let's go. We ended up riding Guardians of the Galaxy, and now they come back and we ride all the time. I think it's our third time. That they're like, hey, we're coming to town, we want to ride Guardians. And I'm like, all right. And all I knew how to do was just get a boarding group. That's all I did. And they were like, how? I'm like, oh, easy peasy.
Did you grow up playing any Disney video games?
Only the like Aladdin one. Like I used to love playing Aladdin, and I didn't play a lot of video games. Most of it was on the Sega. Yeah. The Aladdin one was fun though. You remember that one?
No. Did you see that just came out, the Lion King one? They purposely made it so hard that you couldn't beat it the first time you rented it, so you had to rent it multiple times. And that's why they made Lion King so hard when it came out?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
When you first started YouTube, how long did it take before you felt comfortable and confident in front of the camera?
Oh, a long time. When I was telling you, like my first videos, I don't have them up anymore because they were so like bad. I remember like my first one was like Whole Foods, and I didn't even have a camera. I was just recording on my phone, and I was afraid to lift the camera up, so I was just like this, watching girl, and I was looking down at the camera. So like it took a little bit, but then I was just like, oh, you know what? Like I said, I mean, you just gotta live it up. I mean, people are gonna see you in the park, and you know, I mean, I have nothing to not be comfortable about. So, but it does take a little bit just to see yourself on camera, and then also when you have to watch it back. Like some days, like when it's like very hot out, and like it's the summer, you're doing like a food festival, and you're like, oh my lord, I am sweating to death in this video.
Or Trace Leeches.
Oh yeah, or because like I don't read that well, so like I remember one time I was reading one of the menus, and I'm just like, oh, tree leeches, and I already put it in, so I was like, oh well. Yeah, tree leeches. Tree leeches. Anybody else? Any good questions?
All right. Well, we've seen your collection. How many are in there? Your Roosevelt collection.
Oh,
we've seen the
a
closet
lot.
before. So.
Yeah, I got a lot of shirts.
I bet you have more shirts than anybody in the entire company.
Really?
No lie. I think.
I had like 25.
Oh, you've got more than 25.
You wear the same 25.
I would say, I go through my closet and I go through stuff, and you probably have this thing. So you do so many events. I've got bins and bins of shirts that sit there. But like even with that, like I'll give stuff my way. But when I was in your apartment before you moved to the house, and I went into your laundry room and it's stacked with clothes. And then you're like, oh, I have these like bins over here. And you're opening these bins and they're all full of shirts. And then we go to your pantry, and there's no food in your pantry. I'm like, what the? Like, you know, I probably have more I mean, there's some insiders out there that probably have more than you, but out of like Roosevelt's like family, like he probably has more than any employee. Even John or Steve or anybody, he's got more shirts than anybody I know. Like, yeah.
I like a good variety.
He's well over 1,000.
Yeah.
Well over 2,000. Well, it's definitely in that range. It's insane.
Before I was wearing Roosevelts, I always just wore like black shirts or just things that I would randomly find. And the first time anyone ever gave me a compliment was when I wore a Roosevelt shirt. They were like, hey, nice shirt. And I was like, well, thank you. Well, fancy. And then I was like, well, I think I'm going to wear these more often.
What was your first shirt?
Soul Cat. Yes. Yeah, literally. Isn't that funny?
I saw him wear it and I reached out to him on Instagram.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, this is a nice shirt. And I was like, this is the one.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
What's the biggest selling Roosevelt shirt?
Honestly, I would say,
Is
if
it
I
even 100?
know I think it's a T-shirt.
What was the question?
The best-selling Roosevelt shirt. There's a couple shirts, like the Hambino, because we've had it for a long
Oh,
time.
yeah.
That's what kind of started the company. Like Ben Douglas, the designer, who was friends with John and Steve in college, they were having fun and created the Sandlot shirt with Hambino, and Steve, being the genius that he was, decided to send these shirts out to. I can make the story slightly wrong, but in my eyes, this is what happened. He sent it out to a bunch of minor league teams and stuff like that, and Aaron Judge ended up being in the minor leagues and getting this shirt. And when Aaron Judge came up and played for the Yankees, one of his first games, he get up and hit this like monstrous record-breaking home run. And during post game, there was a interview, and in the clubhouse, he was wearing Hambino, and that shirt just skyrocketed. We got in a lot of trouble. We got a cease and desist. Fox said, take that down right away or we're coming after you. And through some really, if you guys watch some of the other things with Steve's talked about this in some other podcasts, but and videos and stuff, but a lot with our company has been very like kismet. Like it's been just, everything's like, I hate to say, like it's just, for good people, good things happen. And everything has just kind of, I don't want to say fallen on our lap, but just for being how they are, it's just always been the right time, the right place, we meet the right people. And he'll talk about how he met Carolyn, who's our licensing lawyer. He'll talk about how we met the guy that did super soda stuff. Like it's all how it just intertwines.
Yeah.
And,
Organic,
very much. And we ended up getting the license eventually, and that's what kind of created Roosevelt's, and we started selling that stuff. So that's one of the biggest ones. But the a T-shirt that we did was the Macho. Who was the T-shirt? It was the wrestling T-shirt we did.
Macho Man?
It was the. It looked like a political poster. It was like Hulk Hogan. I don't know who it was. But
I think it was Ultimate Warrior.
Another like big selling button-up that we had is the Ron Swanson.
The Ron Swanson. Yeah, that was the next one that came out. So it was like that Ron Swanson shirt of greatness is up there. The T-shirt with the two wrestlers on it. What is it? What you don't have a white T-shirt on. Anyway, we sold that T-shirt. Insanely amount of numbers, but Ron Swanson, Hambino, and the whatever wrestling shirt, I think it was been like the top selling stuff. Disney wise, would probably be Steamboat. I think Steamboat's up there. So
that was my favorite one out of the Disney 100. Yeah, I love that one.
But there's a lot, but those are the ones that are like most, like even most iconic for us.
What about Freedom Pops?
Freedom Pops is a good one, but it's not up there with some of these other ones. Yeah. That's Steve. So that's Steve's first design he ever did was the Bomb Pops and Freedom, and it was green and ugly, and the buttons were terrible, and it was horrible. And then he fixed it. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
So, it was so bad. It's framed in the office.
Oh, God, yeah.
You mentioned Steamboat Willie. It made me think, did your mum ever find the original copy that she claimed to have?
No. My mom says a lot of things. I'm like, where are they at? She does. She always tells us, she's like, oh, I got that for you. It's somewhere up in the attic. I'm like, when was the last time you were in the attic? Like, you let me know. Yeah, but I wish you would. She swore she had it. And she's like, oh, yeah. I love my mom. She's so funny. She's great. But yeah, any other questions? If not, I'll just keep on hanging out. Oh, Scotty, we forgot about your question.
Yeah,
what's your question, Scotty?
So we've been lucky enough to get to come to London the last 3 years, whether it be Celebration or MCM. In those 3 years, what's your favorite memory you've made over here?
In London?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely the night at Pride in Spitalfield. That was great. Yeah, like we were all out about. Do you remember?
Yeah, I've told this story 3 times.
we were all hanging out. We were all group, and we all had like our Roosevelt shirts on. We were trying to find like cool places to go. We went to a pub called the Pride of Spitalfield over on Brick Lane, and it was late at night. We walked in, and it was packed, and like we were a big group. There was like 5, 6 of us,
yeah.
and like everyone was like kind of looking at us because we're all like having fun.
We had a good time.
Yeah.
We went to a concert before.
Yeah, we
went to Kill the Cat.
Oh yeah, we had a good time, and everyone was looking at us like we were like strange. So like we felt like oh okay, well we like drank our drinks and then we left. And John was like, no, we're not going out like that. He's like, let's go over here. And he found a pizza spot. And he bought like 20 trays of pizza. And we came back to the bar and we're like, we bought pizza for everyone.
Yeah, Steve was
we're like, yeah! And I came in and I locked the talking with them. We just ate pizza and hung out and made so many friends. It was great.
Steve was so hungry that night.
Yeah,
he had to
was.
get pizza, and they're like, I remember getting the pizza, and they're like, at first they were like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Because I guess for you guys, like, that doesn't happen here, like, but for us, like, that's a thing. But like, Steve, and they're like, what, free pizza? And he's like, yeah, free pizza for everybody. And they're like, what? He starts in and out, and all of a sudden everybody's like, this, and they're like,
it was just a cool moment.
It was amazing.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
because like we really like just and the pizza was pretty good. That was a good question. Yeah, but anybody else? No, if not, we still have tons of food.
So we had the final PMM come out last. Is there going to be a new wave of PMM coming out?
Yeah, soon, right?
Very soon.
Yeah.
Can't give the exact date, but there might be something I'll comment on.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one too because I originally when like Steve and John were like, hey, we should make some shirts. For the longest time, I was like, I don't want to like sell shirts. I didn't think anybody would buy any of these shirts, you know. But then I started looking online and I started seeing that people were selling shirts of me, like other companies. And I was cool with it because I was like, oh, I was like kind of flattered. I was like, well, they made a shirt, but, you know. And then I started getting messages from people, and they were like, hey, I bought your shirt, but I never got it. Like, what happened? I'm like, oh, I don't know. I was like, I'm not making shirts. I'm like, I think that's just like somebody else. And then I started noticing a couple other people. So there were people out there like selling shirts like of me. That weren't like really nice, like fame, like I think of like mom and pop shops, like small businesses. There's a couple of them that like were making it, but then there were people that were scamming people. So I was like, oh man, I don't know about that. So I didn't want to stop the people, like the small businesses, from making them. So I was just like, oh well, then let's just make one so I could be like, oh, this is the shirts that I sell. You know what I mean? And then it, like, yeah, people bought them. And I still get shocked. When I see people wearing the shirts in the park, I get so excited. I chase them down. I get really excited. Even I just came back from Disneyland. I'm just standing there, and all of a sudden I see a boat go by. And there was someone wearing one of the Phrasing Mr. Morrow ones. So I'm yelling at him, like, through the queue. I'm like, I like your shirt! And then he was already on the ride, and I had like a 10, 20-minute wait. So then when I got off the ride, he was waiting there, yelling at me. And I was like, oh, see? So hopefully soon there's going to be another one. Yeah, well, thank you guys. Thanks everyone coming out. And like I said, if I didn't get to over to the table, we still got time, right?
We got another half hour at 4 o'clock. I still think we should all head outside, do a little group picture with everybody.
Yeah.
But seriously, thank you guys so much for coming. This is the first time we've ever actually done it, Ask Me Anything with him. And
I kind of liked it. I liked it a lot.
You guys have all been great. Thank you so much.
Eat it, drink it, get it done. Get it
all
out.
done.
Finish it up.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I'll stop right back
Rocky Horror is the most theatrically positioned movie of all time.
Think it either in front of the tables, or we can.
No, I think it needs to be. I need this in the background. So we line up right here in front of the milk. I would say.
I gotta get Nate. Like one's the.
Tallest people in the back. I think we need to have. I think
You'll be in front. You won't be near me.
If I can have this in the middle. Whoa, there's that London breeze.
Ha!
All right. You in the sunglasses, and then we can pull
Oh, here's
forward.
some,
You can pull as much forward as possible to right here. All right. So you guys bring it in. You guys can bring it in, but this is our spot. You guys even bring it in here. We get in. We got people on their knees here. We get people set in. I think this is the pocket right here. This
It's looking good. It's looking good.
You think you like
Yeah,
it?
it's
You
looking
like
good.
it? Don't worry about us. All right, we got.
Okay.
I got.
Oh, Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah, if you want to, yeah. I have all my stuff in there. Oh, you're good, man. Thanks, dude. Hey friends, or should I say, hey Finley, sorry I missed you, but hopefully I'll see you in August and we'll be able to hang out and catch up. Anywho's, bye! My forever cohort and pumpkin pal, forever! Anywho's,
Let's
bye!
go do this.
Let's go do this! That was cool.
That was cute.